All right, here we are on problem number 1. I'm going to go over here to zoom in to make things a little bit better. The first thing I need to do is identify this shape. I need to come over here and get a text box and make one. I like to make sure that it's about 12. We can look at the shape by its base and identify it. It would be a rectangular prism. That is the name of this shape. And so I'm going to put that in there first. And then I need to find the lateral surface area and the total surface area. The lateral surface area is only the faces. So anything that does not say base is what I need to do to find the lateral surface area. And in order to do that, I need to find the area of each of these rectangles here. If you cannot remember how to find the area of a rectangle, you're going to click this link right here. And here, we got to make this smaller. You're going to click that link and then go to the Texas Star reference sheet. You'll recognize this reference sheet. If you come to class, you actually get it in paper form. And you don't have to click the link. However, let's go to area right here. We're looking for rectangle or parallelogram. They're the same. Its area equals base times height, or some people in class say length times width. Either way is fine. So we need to figure out what are the two dimensions, the length and the width of these rectangles. All right, so what are the characteristics of a rectangle? We know the parallel sides of a rectangle, so the opposite sides, are exactly the same in length. So this 12 inches goes for this line, also goes for this line, and this line, and this line. They're all 12 inches. This 10 inches goes for this line, and this line. The 9 inches goes for this line and this line. You'll also notice that they're color-coded. I did that to help you understand that this rectangle is exactly the same as this rectangle. So I can bring that 12 down to this line, and now this rectangle is going to be 12 times 9. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to make a text box, and 12 times 9 is, excuse me, is what? So 9 times 2 is 8, or 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So for those of you who were just staring and waiting for me to answer, it's 108. I'm going to copy and paste that because if that one's 108, this one is 108 as well. Now I'm going to write them in here so that way you can see that I'm finding the area. If you're not sure what I did, it was 12 times 9 equals 108. And I'll make that smaller so it kind of goes all the way across so you can see. Hold on. So this is the area right here. 12 times 9 is 108. And this is the number that I really want you to pay attention to. So I'm going to make it in red. I'm going to bold it and make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to delete this and I'm going to make it just the same so you guys can see what I'm doing. And so now I found the area of this rectangle and the area of this rectangle. I now need to find the area of this rectangle and the area of this rectangle to find the lateral surface area. So I have 10, this is 10, this is 10. And again, 12 is on my middle number or on my middle lines. So to make this easier, I'm just going to copy and paste this. You can make another text box if you want. So 10 times 12. What do we know about multiplying a number by 10? I just tack on a 0. And so we know that that box and this box are the same because Miss Young color-coded them. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I have the area in red of all of my rectangles here. So all of them that do not say base, I have here. So I'm going to take those numbers. I'm going to make another text box. And I'm going to add them all up. So I have 108 plus 120, whoops, plus 108 plus 120. And that answer right there is going to be my lateral surface area. So if you're not sure how to do that, or you just don't want to do it all on your own, you can sit here and punch it into the calculator and it will go ahead and give you the answer, because calculators are really nice that way. 456. So my answer is 456 inches, and you need to label this. Go to Format, Text, Superscript, Squared. So this right here, and I'm going to put it in red so you can see it. If you want to put yours in red too, that would be nice so we can find it. And I'm going to bold it. That number right there is my lateral surface area. That is the number of the area of all of these shapes right here without adding the bases. Now what I'm going to do is I need to find the area of my bases to find the total surface area. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have 10 right here. Now, when you fold up the shape and you can look at it from the Prism Interactive link, this line folds up to be the same as this line right here, this edge. And this edge are exactly the same. So I have 10 times 9 equals, and 10 times 9 is 90. I'm going to make that, well, I'm going to leave it like that. So that way you can kind of see it. I don't want to make it too small and you not be able to see it. All right, so 90, like I changed the colors of those. I'm going to change this one to blue. Whoops, maybe not blue. I'm going to change it to white so it pops a little bit. So this base is the same as this base down here. So now what I need to do to find my total surface area is I take the answer up here. Let me get a text box going. I take my lateral surface area and I add it to my bases. So I take this number up here and I add it to each base. So I have 2, which is 90 plus 90. So now I'm going to come back over to my calculator. Thank goodness I left that up, right? That was fun. So I have 90 plus 90 equals 636. So 636. Again, we need to label this. So you're going to go up to Format, Text, Superscript, and then you're going to put a number 2. I am going to again go ahead and bold that, and I'm going to make it, let's do blue, just so that way I have it. And that is how you answer problem number 1. You have to find the area of each individual rectangle. You add the lateral faces up in order, or just for the lateral surface area, you add the faces up, like you can see right here, to get that, and you label it. To get the total surface area, I take this number, and I want to show you just so that way you're aware. This number right here is that number down there. And so I pull it down here, and then I add my bases, the area of my bases, and then that gives me my total surface area. This is how you're going to be doing the other problems that are asking for lateral surface area and total surface area and on your unit test. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email.